Contaminated groundwater in Saunders County has been a major concern for decades. It's from a site where bombs were made during World War II and the Korean War.
Tonight, the Army Corps of Engineers held an open house on its efforts to minimize the pollution left behind. First Alert 6 reporter Joe Harris joins us. Joe, tell us, what did you learn this evening?
John and Jacqueline, I'm here at the VFW Country Club in Yutan, where the open house is happening for about another hour. The Army Corps of Engineers is sharing information about the former Nebraska ordnance plant less than a mile south of Meade, where the Nebraska Defense Corporation once put together bombs. Now, 30 years ago, our own Mike McKnight reported about the concerns that contaminants in the groundwater had spread further, putting residential wells at risk, namely the rising levels of Research Department Explosive, or RDX, which can possibly cause cancer. In its presentation tonight, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says it has continued working to contain that chemical and others. They've also said the sampling they've been doing shows the contamination footprint is shrinking.
We remove the contaminant. It's basically treated, broken down into other parts that are non-toxic, and then it can be discharged. And we take samples all the time. We monitor just to make sure that everything has met our treatment goals.
Now, Suter adds the Corps of Engineers gives its sample results to the EPA. I talked to one resident who says his property is south of the former plant. He says he still uses his well water for washing and drinking because the Corps of Engineers says the contamination never spread that far. He added that he's had no reason to consider getting a third party to take samples of his water. Live in Yutan, Joe Harris, First Alert 6.